Hello, Wide Viewer here, and today's little video is this down here. Look at that, an Arcade1up Legacy Edition. So here it has a Mortal Kombat 2, Raiden, Midway Classic Arcade game. But it also looks like here, where it's too so hard to see because it's too dark, there's a list of other games. I think it has like 12 games on it, something like that. And so I'm going to just see how hard this thing is to assemble. You know, Christmas is coming. Maybe these things are going to go on sale. I'm sure they still make them. Oh, it's knifey time. I'm going to hack open some tape here and see what's inside. I don't know how much you hack and slash on this thing to open it up. There are a couple of tabs, you know, right here, another one. They kind of do like, you know, this thing here goes in here and this tongue goes in here. So don't be all too crazy and rip it destroyed open. Open this up here, see what we got. Ah, my favorite, styrofoam block. Put that there. Some instruction manual. Good, good. I'll look at this real briefly and see what kind of tools we need here. You know, because so far I have a knife. And maybe we need some other tools besides a knife. Okay. You like a warranty thing you can read over. You've got a guarantee you can read over. You got owner's manual. Owner's manual, all blurry. It's in English and French and Espanol. Right, so they say for 14-year-olds and older. Oh, there we go. It lists the games here. It lists some cautions. It lists how to do buttons for every game. Talks about it not tipping over. Careful with tipping over, I guess. Don't be jerking on the joystick. Alright, and the biggest one is this here. Assembly. Assembly instructions, and luckily there's like 10 different languages, so you know, you don't have to worry about it too bad. Let's see, got cords here. They have different screw packages. See that there? They say don't use a drill driver, use your muscles. So I need a Phillips, it looks like. That's wooden dowels. Bunch of other Phillipses, triangle piece there. Some wires that do stuff. So I'm going to go run off and find a Phillips, and then it looks like they want you to just lay out all the pieces, you know, like so, on the floor. So I'll go get a Phillips and be back. Okay, so the first one I got is this big side panel, and that is the overall height of it. Not too much, I think it's like 45 and some odd inches, something like that. So it's under 4 feet tall. And that's why I make risers for this thing. I don't know if I got this one here or not to put together too, but we'll see. And my Phillips. So there's a few of those boxes here. This box here seems pretty light. I'll just kind of slice it open and see what we got inside. Box for a decal. This box is empty. Bummer. Or maybe not. So maybe that's a box that would have been for a stand or just to help pack stuff in, right? Moving on. What's this box about? This box is heavy. As if, you know, they could have just put some of that stuff in here. Or, you know, shove the boxes or something, right? Ooh, flavor packet. A little, desiccant. Silica gel, you know? Put that someplace safe. Don't want pets or kids eating that. We got some styrofoam here. Nice. And then I got a bunch of more heavy stuff. Well, this ain't heavy. Ooh, this is speakers. Yeah? Yeah, pretty cool, eh? Surround sound. Maybe not. But, okay, so we got speakers. And a bunch of stuff in there. So, I'll get back to unboxing everything and lay it out. Okay, so you get your parts all laid out like that there, right? Nice and neat. And I pretty much got the same thing going on here. Yeah, it's about the same, right? Yeah. Anyways, nice and orderly. So, what should we go over here? We got the sides, which are pretty evident. The black one's here. There's the console back there, the brains of it. There's this short place here. I think it's the D mark, the banner, the words on the top, whatever. You got a basic boring board here. And over here you got that box that had nothing in it. Well, I used that to put stuff on top of it. So, and what we got over there is we got the wooden dowels. You can see them there. And those are very special. They're like an 1/8 of an inch wooden dowel. Not even a 1/4 inch. Weird. Then you got the knobs, the joysticks. You got a pack of screws. I think it's maybe G. You got these plastic things here. A specialty pack there. You got power. Another packet, another packet. Now the packets I did not just randomly open up and skewer about, just because they are marked. Console. And so the packets are marked, and that's what I'm going to say about that. Now, step one is you take G. Oh, before I go on and say anything about G, let's go back with J. So J has these two little board things, and they fit in this here, this piece of molding. They're shoved into one side of this. It's in one of the boxes. And depending on what side you open up, it could be in here. And I'm sure J is important and structurally sound component. What you need here is G, which is that basic boring board one down there, and 4 wooden dowels. Okay, and the wooden dowels go in the sides of it there. So I'll go ahead and open up my wooden dowel packet. Maybe I'll check to make sure. Okay, so it says A. So you know what? We got packet A here. It says A on it. It says lowercase a actually. So I'm just going to go ahead and get out 4 of these puppies. You know, they're so tiny. Yeah, and blurry. And what these things here do is they go in the sides. It's hard to see, but there's actually screws looking heads. So their side's boring nothing. See if I can bring this up. Okay, so darkness. Okay, so you see that screw there? It's like not a Phillips, it's like a slotted one. And on top there's 2 holes. So this one here leads to that screw thing, and this is the one you put the wooden dowel in. Boop. And it just goes right in there. Some people like to glue them. They don't say to glue them here, so there's no glue, so I'm not going to glue them. So 1, 2, and then carefully I'm going to turn over without them falling out the other end, because that's always a mistake. 3, 4, there, done. Alright, got the dowels in. And I'm going to set that aside. And we've completed step 1. Step 2. Whoa. Step 2 is going to take 2 screws from B. Alright, you can see it there, B, blurry again. And this is going to involve the whole side unit. See? So you're going to put this thing here in G, making sure you have the slot on it sticking up towards the back of this thing here, and screws there. Oh, and they want to make sure that you have that slot one here is pointing out towards it and that the slot one's not twisted. This is really like IKEA type instructions. You know? No words. So, I'm going to find D, which is one of those two big ones down there. I think it's that one right there. Yeah, D. Bring it right here. And the other one's E. So, this one here, this is B. B can go away. And we got that there. And then this one here. Remember the slot here goes down and up. Like so. And then I'm going to put the those little dowels into the unit. Right? And then from this side here, we'll sink in a couple of those screws, which is from package B. Yeah, a little dark in here. No mood lighting in this job, but got that. Got package B. These look like about maybe a 2-inch screws. And you need 2 on each side, so 4. Well, don't let me get ahead of the instructions. It takes 2 on this side here. And there's a recessed hole on here that just goes in, and it really goes in all but about a 1/4 inch, and then it starts to engage the little screw thing in there. And this here's done with just your normal hand strength. No overstrength allowed. And you know, no drill drivers either. Unless you really have to, but better have that torque on a low setting. And of course, don't strip the threads. Right-o. Now then, moving along, we need 2 Ks and 1 L. 2 Ks and 1 L. Looks like this here. K, K, L. And we need a 12 of the dowels. Even says so, the top corner, 12 of them. 12A. So, I'll go find those pieces. 2 Ks and an L. Not too hard to find. I'm sure there's a reason why L is different, because they have holes there. But to put these dowels in, it's fairly straightforward. Together. Don't want to make it rain or nothing, but all right, you have these 3 holes here, so you just do them on the 2 far ones. You leave that middle one open for a screw to go in. Yeah, you got that. This here is a K. I know this K has a little dot there. That'll come in play later, I'm sure. And I'll go ahead and stick the rusties in the same with L and the other K. Here now, we're on page 7, I believe, step 4, and boy, this gets crazy. All of a sudden, they want you to build the whole thing. Nah, not really, but let's see here. It looks like that. So we got it on its side, and then we have K, K, and then J comes into play here. That'll trick you in, and L's back here. So upper part back in there, and J is, I think that ledge. I'm going to do J first here, in which that takes 3 of the D screws. These are, of course, like 1-inch ones, and I think it goes right right on the inner of there. Let's see what happens. And J parts, I'm trying to study them, thinking that they're probably only one way to go in. But because J has 2 holes, and right in here, yeah, there's 3 there. The 2 holes, I believe, go up. So I'm just going to go ahead and usually when it's something like this and it has like 3 spots to it, I like to do the middle one first, so I can kind of rotate around. Yeah. I don't snug it down yet. I just got it kind of down some there. Find the next one. And make sure you get them going straight, because this wood's all kind of pressed particle stuff. And so that's why these are coarse, for one thing, really coarse. And that's why you want to get them going straight too. Right, snug them down, no super tightness. You don't want to strip them out, because then you have to start over with a new piece or do repair work on it. Alright, there. That one there. And then I'll go for the a K, which I need one of the B's. And K, let's see here. Okay, so K's okay. K has a hole, right? And it goes through it at the same. And it looks about center on it, so it doesn't matter how you do it. Like, you can't really mess it up so much. So it looks like they do want the these little screw things, like, going in towards the middle. Where's K go? K looks like it goes just down a little bit from that one. Yep, I see it now. Right in here. I need that. Right? So K goes something like that. Only need a screwdriver. Maybe to tighten it up. Okay, so it's going a little tight at first, so I think I was trying to cross through it. There we go. Right, snug it in. And then L's go on the back. Pretty much the same as K, just that, let me double, no, there's another K that goes on the back of that one. And the L goes at the top back. I'll go ahead and sink them in there and be back. And show you what I end up doing here. Okay, so there's number A. A's down there. And we got here screw parts C. package, and chintzy plastic part F. So, rip this open. You need 4 of F and 8 of C. Okay, I thought there was one more F for something else, which I'm sure will come up soon enough. And then 8 of C. Pour them out there. And what it is that you're going to put these onto A. And so you can see here there's these little holes right there, those two. That's where you're going to slap on this like so, and then put the screw in there, both of them, and don't tighten them totally down yet, but just maybe slightly snug them up. That'll take a while, so let me get working on it. Okay, as you can see now, I've turned the unit on the side there, at the decal side, as I said. There's a big warning in the paper, the instruction here. It tells you, like, all the different languages there. Warning, put that on something smooth, not full of dirt, so it don't get all scratched up. Now then, this here looks like that. See, you got the little white plastic on there, and it doesn't really go to the edge yet, because there's a reason why. Now the other thing is, you have the back of it here. You got this little cord ribbon. It's taped, but I untaped it, so it's a little free now. And if you turn it over, you have the monitor side with a big old stop. And what that stop's talking about is if there's any issues with it, contact them. Don't take it back to the place where you bought it from, because they want you to keep it, enjoy it, right? Now, where this is going to go is this middle part will be on the inside. This cord will be going down towards the bottom here, and this side here is going to go in that groove right there. And I don't know if it's going to show up here, but probably not. But inside that little groove there, there's actually 4 screw holes that match where these white clips go. So, let's see if I can line it all up and make it work. Okay, so it's in there like so. And there's a little play, but right there I could see that that's where it's at. And just kind of get like this. And then get in here and tighten these in there. Once again, not super tight, just tight enough so it gets a good grip on there and holds this all together. I'm going to do some finishing tightening here in a bit. Put that one there. And right down here. Okay. There. So I'm going to get those, and I'm going to snug up the ones I just did in the bottom there, and I'm going to snug up the ones that are like towards the back here too, that I just lightly put in, and make sure that they're all snug. Okay, now I'm going to illustrate about parts B and M. So B is this one here. Not so much there, but all fancy. And on the ends here, you got a groove, which I'm pretty much sure goes up the top. And you have these 2 little holes and one in the middle. So those little holes, as you've seen before, gets a little dowel, right? On that side there, turn it around, and pretty much mirror images it on the other side. Little dowel. Now then, M on the other hand, M is a little bit more important. M looks like this on one side, And bam! Speakers. Fancy. So you have this 2-hole up here. That gets the last of the white little chintzy pieces of plastic. And 2 of the little screw C's go in there to secure it. Get out of there. Okay. You know, like, Alright, like this and like that. And you put the screws in there. And you might be thinking, is that it for M? No, that's not going to be it. Because M will also get a couple of dowels. Actually, I think it's 4 also. Let me just get this here locked in there pretty good. And this one here might actually sit flush against it, but once again, I'm not going to tighten down the little piece of white plastic on this one here yet. Okay, slightly tightened. Bam! Nailed it. Now then, it gets the 6 wooden dowels. And I think there's still more left over. Of course there's more left over, because, you know, the other side of this, well, I don't know. There's one left over so far. I spoke too soon. Now, these wooden dowels, if you learn from the back side here, you know, 2 on the end. Alright. 1th, 2th. On the top part, bottom part, the part with a piece of plastic here, there's 2 holes there that get them. Yeah. Yeah. You get in there? Bam. And then the last 2 on this end. Now then, this has been prepped for doing something great. And by great, maybe it's the next instruction. Page 8. Page 8 is like that. You take B, you take M, you put them together. And so it looks like the pretty parts are both facing out. So I'll take this M and B. So B's like this, turn around, you know, this part's up, I'll turn around this way. And you can see slightly there's a hole right there. And then right here where my thumb's at, there's 2 more. And so basically it comes together like this. Now then, sink 2 more screws in here, and then you know, those can be tightened up pretty good. Alright, so it shows it here going into the top up there. Because, yes, magical, it's all together. So, and for right now though, you just want on the thing like so, because it's only going to go in with the dowels. It takes a screw later on, it looks like, but they just want the dowels in there right now because you don't want to flop around this screen too much, how it is. And so, let me see here. Yeah. Wire, make sure the wire's behind it or above it somewhere. Nice. Okay, moving on. Now we're on step 10. Step 10 has a big old H. Like so. Big old H looks like it slides in to the back top groove there. And then on the bottom there's an I and an in. So I'm going to actually do the I and the in first, because it goes right down here in that groove right there. I and in coming on. I, oh no, in. I, and my I and in looks a little warped that I'm working with right now, but here is another tip, I think. First of all, you have this graphic on the outside. It's not a real coin holder, but the main thing is these little notches down there. You see that? That's going to go right down in there. Boop. Kind of like so. Oh, that does have some warp to it. And then in, just like that, goes on right here. With not as much warp to it. Now the other one, H is going to be a little bit tricky too. Has all these nice decals, warnings, stuff like that. You know, don't jerk on the sticks and knock it over on you. And yeah, that goes at the top part. And I believe you want these notches here going up the top right behind the moniker, right back in there. Yeah, moniker, that's what it's called. And then that cord just goes back around here. And you don't smash the cord. So it goes in here, and it goes on the top of this. Nicely done. Okay. So, now there's 10, 11. One of these days, maybe I can test this out. Oh, important one now. Now, we put the other end on, right, the top part. So keep in mind there's grooves, like this one here has grooves, and there's those things, dowels. So, like that groove is going to be really hard to kind of hook up. Yeah, maybe a little bit. But, yeah, and dowels. Oh, but before you put that on, do the other J here, see? That part right there. Then we'll slap it over on top there, and then drive in what, 6 screws? Right. So let me get to it. Alright, so what happened while you were gone is that I put their side on, very carefully started to shimmy in some of the bottom ones and tighten those screws down some as I pushed on that one warped piece a little bit, which is now, you know, down there in the front. And then I tighten, worked my way up to the top a little bit, and remember that there was one on the other side that still needed to have a screw put in. So actually you kind of lift it up and put that in. And, you know, tighten, because you have to not only make sure the dowels are going in, and you also have to make sure that, you know, the pieces of the siding, the wooding, you know, the in, the I, and the H, I think, make sure they all go in. And no curse words were said at any time. So I get done for that. Anyways, so that there is done. And then, oh yeah, the next step after you do the side is to either set it up right, or like I put mine on this one on the front, but tighten those little white ones again. Then there's somewhere, there it is. Yeah. Anyways, that little white triangle deal, you sink in 4 more screws there. And now that's basically, I think, it for having it put together. I'm going to set it up right and see what's next. Okay, so oddly enough, number 14 is just an easy step. It's to tighten or putting the screw, and that goes on the side there, that already did. And 15 is, once again, a bunch of words down there. See that? Basically what it says is, down there in the bottom corner of the screen, this here's our screen protector. This is time to remove it. Alright, you see said little arrow there. And let's see what we got here. Oops. So, there's an arrow here that you grab and see it comes off like that. I don't think that's the whole screen protector. Alright, so I'm going to try to get a beat on that, because I'm sure it's going to look a lot blurrier if you keep the screen protector on. And you need it off for the next part. So let me work on that. Okay, so what I did here was I very so carefully took my little knife and below this ledge here, like real close to the end here, I very slightly scratched it to get a good beat on this stuff. And hopefully you can get it, you know, like so, but this is way too stuck on. So be careful you don't pull the screen off. You know, don't think more out, think more up with it. And man, this is some strong protective film. Just kind of fingering it like so. So you feel the whole front one to just, you know, come off with it. There we go. Let me get some of this top part off. Very carefully. Alakazam. What's the next step? Okay, so next we got is part C there, right? Yeah, pretty cool, eh? Piece of plastic. Has a special connector right there. But if you flip it around, these are what joysticks will be. Yeah, so there's a piece of tape, one on each side. So you want to take that off, and that holds on this this plastic protector for you. So we can get this thing off. Right. So this here can come off now, and you can see how pretty it is underneath. Oh, pretty. Now set that aside, because this right here, this is what we're fighting with now. There's protective plastic, and I don't know if it's on both sides or one side, but you need to get it off. And kind of like where that tape was at, it kind of got it going a little bit, but I don't really want to scratch it. And yeah, I usually hate this stuff. I mean, you can maybe use a real strong piece of some other kind of adhesive to get on it if you have some nails. Or, like I said, maybe if I just slightly use the knife or something like that to get a corner of it going, then I can maybe get it going without marring the surface up too much. Okay, that got it going. Set to the side. And yeah. See if I can get it more. Yeah. Yeah. And once you get it going, it should be okay. It might rip or do weird things around the holes, but what would you look at that? That came off not so bad. Now the problem is that, yeah, it's on both sides. Yeah, and this can be a little bit sharp, a little sharpy there. I don't know if it's press cut or what, but probably stamped out. Ka-chink, ka-chink, ka-chink. And you definitely want both sides, otherwise that console thing's not going to look good. Unless you really want it not to ever get scratched. I'm going to invoke the blade again. And do it ever so carefully. Like that right there, probably just put a little cut in it. There. Got it going. And get a thumbnail maybe. What a day to cut my nasty fingernails. As some viewers said, there we go. Ooh, nice. Now you'll see, I'm not going to try to touch this side too much. Give it a little blow, maybe wipe off my shirt. You might even want to take some cleaner to it. And then slap it back on this nice decal surface. And this will go sitting down there. But first, before you set it and start screwing it, you got to get that little cord out. Right here. See? And that only goes in one way. There's a notch on here. There's a notch on the bottom of this thing here. And, yep, it goes this way. By the way, there's a red line here. And that's usually your pin number 1 if you're a computer person. Okay. I'm feeling for it. Line it up. I think I got it. I really want to make sure though, because you don't want to bend pins and stuff. Anyways, once you got this console should slide kind of down like this and like so. Now you got this here. Should be lined up with those screws down below. And so drop that in and tighten them down. I'm going to double check that connection though, and then I'll tighten them all down. Okay, once again, you snug those down, not too tight, they don't want to crack that plastic. Now, we'll turn our attention to the joystick. These right here, you have one side that looks, you know, kind of nice. The other side looks a little, with that ring around it. That ring goes down, right on that metal rod. Right, so then, this part here is threaded, right? And that goes on top of that in a little twisty motion. Once again, don't cross the threads. And you might have to hold this joystick just a little bit with your finger, just so it doesn't start spinning on you. Yeah, it's on there. It's not like super tight, I don't think, but it's on there. Do it to the same with the other one. Okay. And next, yeah. Hadouken. Okay. To the wiring part in the back. I gotta turn it around. I threw it on the ground. Carefully. So we have down here some wiring Now see that black wire there? That is actually goes to the speaker. So if we zoom in here, there is I think a speaker right there. You can see the icon. Next over the side is power. There's even a light one up there. Which, you know what? There's no lights on this one. Yeah, there's something there, something here, something for speaker. So speaker gets plugged in here. Righto. Then you take this cord here. This is part of the power pack. And it has this little grommet thing. This grommet thing goes towards the end. This here goes to the power thing. Those are my technical terms. And the power should be the one with the lightning bolt, not the light. So, I'm going to go down like this. Funny part in there first. And then a lightning bolt in here. Now then, you find the back of it, number F. Letter F. And letter F is like this here. You see it has an F there? Yeah, right there, all blurry and stuff. Well, then you have down here, you have this hole. Right. So you have a hole right there. And you turn around, there's this a little number thing at the bottom and a warning. So I'm going to grab that cord from down yonder, bring it up like this right here, and I'm going to feed it through this part. And that grommet is going to first going to get caught, and then it's going to put a hole right through it. Not put a hole through it, but little popping sound, stabbing sound. And this has a groove on the bottom where it sits in. I guess I can see it here. But right down here there's a groove in this bottom part here, so that sits in there. And then this here gets attached with some screws, right? So I'll put it right there. Make sure I can get it set in. It kind of goes under the one on the top there, but now that's all good there. And the screws that we use are no, it's not that. The screws are probably the last three left. E. Packet E. Which looks like those coarse ones. Alright. They're like this. Like a 1/2 inch screw. Whole new packet. So pop this puppy open. And there's only 3 of them to hold this back on. You know why? Because you're not supposed to be all crazy and stuff on this thing. It's like a collector's item. Now, if you look, there's a board right behind this. Yep, I can see there's a hole in there. So it's going to go down. And when you screw these into like press wood or particle board, kind of press and turn. Keep some pressure on it so it knows not to mess up the wood so much. And then we'll do on that top 2. Whoa. Pressure. Tight, but not crazy tight. There's side 2. Okay. Got that all done. You can see the two up there, right there, over here, giant finger. That hole there is probably just to let airflow. I don't know. Now, back down here, the business end of that thing. That thing there hooks into this power adapter. So, undo this cord thing bobber, and this part extends out. We'll go into that coupling. Yeah. And of course this one here goes in a surge protector or a wall socket. I'm not too sure what the electric requirements are. If it can be a surge protector, if it has to be in the wall directly. Okay, so we got that there. And now it's time to probably set it up and see if it even works. We got it plugged in. Nothing's happening, so there's an on-off switch. Turn it to on. Oh, loading. Loading. Oh my! Ooh, Kane. Fatality. So a volume thing here. Oh, that was like 8 or 9. Got some games here. Push a button. Fight. Shows you how to do stuff. Punch, jump, move. Where's the kick button? Oh, there's no. Oh, look at them graphics. Pretty cool, eh? If you remember this, you have to pick one of these people. I did it wrong. There we go. I'll pick George. Food items, punch items. You want to get that girl there. Oops, you don't want to do that. Jump off that. Passed it. Alright, so looks like it works. Ooh. Okay, so anyhow, I guess you turn it off. I don't know. This is where the instruction comes up. So, questions, comments, leave it down below. I guess this is done. And, neat. Okay. Well, time to go. Thanks for watching. Out of here.